terribly scared because there was no one around on the Star, so I wandered around the docks.
Don't forget the fog.
Right, the fog. It was very thick, and I became disoriented. I fell down, and I hit my head, and after that, everything went blank.
That's when you lost your memory.
Right. But I do remember being fished out of a small boat.
Who fished you out?
A man and a woman.
Do you remember anything else about them?
No, I just stayed with them for a few days, and then I moved on, and I kept on moving on after that, trying to find something or someone that I could recognize.
What was the final thing that allowed you to get your memory back?
One day, someone asked me what my name was, and I said Lucy Johnson, and because I had used that name once before, it started to come back to me little by little, piece by piece. Eventually, I put everything together, and now I'm back.
Port Charles was the last link. Once you arrived here and realized that, it all came back to you.
Right.
Well, I'm satisfied. I think we can tell that story to all our friends, at least temporarily. The only people who know the truth are right here in this room.
Rick?
It's very tough to argue with.
Who's going to argue except the Cassidines, and they know that it's all a phony.
I'll set up a press conference for you tomorrow announcing that Laura is alive, hopefully. The Cassadines will back off, knowing that we're not going to implicate them.
Right. That way Laura can stay here in the house.
Yeah.
Safe for a while.
Also, until I'm sure that this Cassidine man and Stavros aren't lurking around anywhere, I'm going to put police on the house, on you two, and Rick and Lesley. We take no chances here.
Whatever you think's necessary.
Who can we tell? If I don't tell Amy, her heart is going to be broken. Tell her. You can tell anyone and everyone.
Oh, good, because telling Amy is telling everyone.
Oh, but not Ruby. I'll have to call Ruby and explain to her myself.
Okay. All right. Well, we better get to the hospital. Boy, yeah, there are going to be a lot of questions. Whoa.
Something's speaking over here.
Well, I guess I'll see you soon. Oh, I will. I will. I'll see you soon. Oh, you can't know.
I do know.
Oh.
I do know.
Oh.
I'm so glad to be back. Listen, can you do me a favor?
Sure, whatever.
I've left a whole bunch of clothes over at the International Hotel. Do you think you could possibly have them sent over?
Oh, just demands. I'd love to. I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Bye, honey.
I love you.
Honey, we'll see you very soon.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Good day, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You take care of yourself, okay?
You look pretty in that.
Thank
you. So good to see you, bud.
Bye, lady. Lady. I told you, lady.
Okay, I want Laura behind these doors till we work out which way the Cassidines are going to jump. We'll say that she plans to stay in seclusion with her husband.
Okay, do you think this is going to work?
50-50. It all hinges on whether we can convince the Cassidines we're not going to declare war or call them to account.
I think they know us well enough to know that if they push, we'll push back.
Mm. Well, let's see how it flies. I'll organize the guards in the limo.
All right, thanks, Robert.
Old times, old friends. Almost like the good old days. Good to have you back, love.
Thank you, Robert.
We'll talk soon.
Yes, thank you. I better call Ruby.
Okay.
Come on now, it's been, what, 6 months? Aren't you just getting a little tired of him yet? Well, a few of his habits, maybe. But not the man himself. I mean, when you marry someone, you marry them for life. And if you think there's the slightest chance that it might not work out, honey, I'd say don't walk down that aisle at all.
Orderly.
Can you take a break for a couple minutes? We have to talk to you in the lounge.
In the lounge? This sounds like big stuff.
No, it's not big. It is colossal. It is super colossal.
Could you cover for me for a second?
Do you know if Ruby's working today? Well, I haven't seen her myself. Yeah, you know
Yeah, Ruby's working today. You know where she's working today? Yeah, she's right over there on the phone.
Oh, okay. Wait just a sec. I can't. Just joking. I can't believe it. What?
What? Okay, what? What's wrong?
It's nothing's wrong. It's a wonderful, glorious second day.
Well?
We just came from Luke.
Yeah?
Laura is with him.
Laura who? Laura Templeton?
Laura Spencer, your sister. Our Laura. She's alive. Good. She's come home. No one's gonna believe it.
Look how long it took us.
The most wonderful thing for me was Luke's voice. You should have heard him. He sounded reborn.
They're both reborn.
He wants me to tell Bobby right away.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Well, I'm working.
Would you go? Just go. Everybody's going to understand, and Bobby will kill you if you don't tell her in person.
Go.
Sonia,
I will. I'll do it.
thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, look, what happened? Where has she been? It's a very long, involved story, and Luke is holding a press conference tomorrow, and he'll give you all the details then. Okay?
Is she all right? I mean, is she fine? She's fine. She is fine.
This is a miracle. This is the only way I can describe it.
Great.
I want to see her.
Oh, honey.
No, really, really. I want to see her with my eyes, and I want to hear her speak.
Amy, both of us just saw her.
We did. We did.
No, I'm not going to believe it until I see her for myself.
Oh, sweetheart, you can't. Not right away. Luke has insisted that she has to have a couple of days with no visitors because she's got to rest, and he's absolutely right, sweetheart. She's just exhausted.
It's Mrs. Michelson. Her husband's bringing her in. It is an emergency, so have me paged if I'm not around. She's complaining of chest pains again. What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out.
Well, okay, all right. I'll wait because I don't want to do anything that would hurt.
Excuse me. What's going on?
We just had some very wonderful news.
What is it?
It's Laura. What? She's alive and she's home.
Oh, my God.
Today's weather will be clear and unseasonably warm. Scattered clouds should start rolling in early this evening, giving us a 30% chance of precipitation.
I hate this kind of weather. I miss those cold, snappy spells we used to have this time of year.
Well, just wait. Pretty soon you'll be putting on your galoshes and just trudging through the snow.
Are you trying to cheer me up?
I tried.
Why aren't you in school today?
I don't have any classes till this afternoon. Tell me about Laura. I mean, I seem to be one of Luke's only friends who didn't know her.
Well, she is special.
How?
Well, it's hard to put your finger on, actually. She has this wonderful, rare quality about her. You know, she and Luke made the perfect couple. Even when we didn't think that she would ever come back again, it was very hard to imagine Luke with anybody besides her.
Yeah, I bet it was hard for him to imagine that.
I'm sure it was. But she's home now. Everything is right with the world again.
Is there anything else I can get you folks?
No, thanks, Ruth.
No, I'm telling you, this is the last call, because as soon as Luke is on, that's it. No service. It's going to be terrible.
Well, you just better make sure that the reception is good, because I don't want to miss anything.
Well, you know how it is down on the waterfront, but I'll do what I can.
And now, live from our studio, here's the mayor report, Charles. Luke Spencer.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'd like to thank the station for giving me this opportunity to speak to you. My announcement will be brief, but it's of such importance to me that as your mayor, I felt that I would like to share it with you. I can't tell you how happy and blessed I feel to be able to report to you that my wife, Laura, has returned to Port Charles after a long absence. During this time, she suffered a severe loss of memory. Unfortunately, Laura can only remember traveling extensively during this time, but where she went and what she did remain a mystery. The details of those months are lost. However, what's important is that once she remembered who she was and where her loved ones were, she came home. Aside from the amnesia, she is well. For now, she will remain in seclusion, resting, enjoying her family, and I'm happy to say preparing her new role as First Lady of Port Charles. I hope that you will give her a warm reception. Thank you, and good day.
Good speech.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I think it'll work, don't you, huh?
Thank you, Mayor Spencer. Laura Spencer, if you're watching, welcome home from all of Port Charles.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that for?
Oh, I don't know. I just felt like hugging somebody.
You know, that is the happiest I've seen Luke
Since before Laura disappeared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
After the proceedings, the juror denies the charge. Meanwhile, we just learned that Stavros Cassidine of the internationally powerful Cassidine family has arrived in Port Charles to discuss funding for General Hospital. We'll have more on this and other stories when we return. But first...
He's in town.
Yeah, funding for General Hospital, I don't believe that.
I don't know what
Very simple. We're going to Laura right now. Let's go.
Bye, guys. Bye. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah.
Mrs. Spencer.
Hi, babe.
Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Yeah, well, now that we know that you're safe, yes, everything's fine.
It's not Luke. Nothing happened.
No, he's fine.
We heard on TV that Stavros Cassidine was in town, and so we just had to see that you were okay.
I'm all right. I'm just really worried.
You knew he was here?
He called this morning.
What?
He wants to see Luke.
What did you tell him?
I didn't talk to him. Luke did, but he arranged to meet him at his office after he's through at the television studio.
Why?
He thinks that it's better to face him.
I agree. You'll have a better way of finding out what his intentions are.
Now I'm just really worried about you.
Well, why? Stavros isn't after us.
Mom, he wouldn't think twice about using you to get to me.
We can take care of ourselves, honey.
Dad, you don't know the Cassadines. Stavros would go to any lengths to reclaim me. He might try to hurt you or Luke, and I couldn't bear it if anything happened to either one of you.
Look, it's not going to happen to us, and it's not going to happen to you. We're all going to be fine.
The Cassadines are more like an army than a family. They are incredibly powerful.
Well, what can they do that's far from their home?
Their influence extends all around the world. You can't hide from them.
We're not going to hide, and you're not going to hide. We'll stand and we'll fight them here. And we're not going to lose you a second time.
Look at this.
What?
Oh, pretty. Are they from Luke? Stavros.
It's not a very intimidating gesture, is it?
It is if you know their significance. Flowers like these filled the room where Stavros and I were married.
Do you think that's some kind of threat? Warning? What?
It's his way of telling me that he's never going to let me go.
A little late for that.
He doesn't agree with you. At least I don't think so. I don't know, but... Here, look at this.
Goodbye.
If only that's what he meant. Can you stay with me for a little while?
Oh, you even have to ask.
I was just going to suggest it myself.
Well, just until Luke gets back.
We'll stay with you as long as you need us.
Well, he should be back very soon. At least I hope so. He's the one that I'm really worried about.